everyone in America. I'm currently sitting here waiting for a video visit with Matthew Baker Jr. We're not going to get too much into his case, probably not at all. It's more about, showing you the personal side of him and showing you the person that you've incarcerated illegally, showing you the young man that has grown into a older young man that you're still in his life. You've taken his freedom. You've made him accountable for a crime that no evidence sticks to him, and you still continue to have him sitting there, away from his family, away from the people that are here to help him, away from society, away from being a productive member, getting a job. He wanted to go into the military to defend this country. Is this country defending him right now? What do you think? You're about to see him on the screen. So is the country defending him? The same country that you heard him say that he was finna go out here and put his life on the line for is trying to steal his life. They're trying to steal his existence. We're not finna allow that. I'm not. I'm gonna make 100 million videos if I got to, and I'm finna start going to visit him because in 3 days, I'm off probation. I'm off. No longer can the government tell me where I can and can't go, so I'll be going to go visit him, his mom, and everybody else that I'm helping, and make more connections to help more people and then show other people how to help people, because it's not hard, it's simple. It's just about getting information, know-how, sharing, communicating. That's what it's about. The visit's about to start. I wonder if he even knows. There he is. Hey, how you doing?
What's good with you?
How you doing? Good morning, young man.
Good morning. I'm good.
That's good. Yeah, I was gonna try to do it for yesterday, but I had got kind of busy, and I ain't gonna lie, I be tired, exhausted. I blow tree all day. I mean, I smoked one for you, and for sure. So got a lot of good responses to your video, man, and a lot of people, they like, we support Matthew Baker and we riding with Matthew Baker Jr. So Demeter gave me some game, right? And I knew there was ways to do it, but I didn't know exactly how to do it. And I was researching, but she sent me a text and told me how I can upload the videos to the local news station. So today I'm going to be actively doing that, and I'm going to take this video and just so people can see who you are and how you need to be out of there. How you was a person who was willing to fight for this country, but this same country trying to steal your existence. You know what I'm saying? So today I'm going to upload some videos into all the news places that are in my area and that I know about, and I'm going to forward this to a bunch of people and the other ones and have them upload it. That way the news stations can start doing their job, and people need to start understanding that, you up in there illegally, and we're not going to get into your case because that's just too tricky, but just a quick thing, let everybody know that you're innocent, man, and just tell them that you're innocent, and that's what it is. Go on, they can see if you record it.
Okay. My name is Matthew Baker. I've been sitting here for a minute now. 5 years going on 5.5. I'm really innocent, for real. My co-defendant, he tells it. From the beginning they knew since the jump. The evidence right there shows that I'm innocent. It ain't no tricky part of it. Ain't no hidden secrets or nothing like that. It's all there. You can see it in the courtroom when you hear, evidence being brought up and stuff like that. But, let's say.
It says taking pictures, screenshots, or recordings of visits are not permitted and will result in termination.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I ain't taking no pictures or nothing, so it's all good. But anyway, just know that everybody wants to hear that, and they needed to hear that. They need to know from your own mouth, and they need to understand that you just a person, So anyway, we're just gonna get into a good interview, man. So what kind of songs you be liking to sing, man?
Man, I like gospel music. I like pop music, really.
Okay, yeah. So we ain't gonna do it this time, but next time I want to hear you sing, man, and see what you're doing. But It's funny that you like to sing, right? Because yesterday when I was out feeding some people, I came across this brother, and he's a Hispanic brother named Noe, and he does Christian singing, rap, and all that type of stuff. And I had never thought about getting involved in it, but yesterday it just called upon me when he said, "He like, man, I need your help. You be coming over here to feed all the time. Let's do an open mic." And I had to let him know, like, man, I got beat making equipment, I got microphones, all kinds of stuff. I got the sound pads, everything, and we can do it however you want to. But that's just how God works, and He gonna work in your life too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
I put some money on your books too.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, and I got you. Don't even worry about it. And then the death penalty books. There are no specific death penalty books, but there are books with the law in it, so that's on its way too. I didn't know if like you like sports or if you like what kind of magazines or books. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a sports fanatic now. You know, I don't like basketball that much, but I do like basketball.
No, I get you. Well, there's a thing that I used to get when I was locked up, and it's called Sports Weekly, right? And it come every week. It come like what, every Tuesday or Wednesday, baby? It come every Tuesday and Wednesday, or Wednesday. I think it gets issued Tuesday, and you should have it by Wednesday or Thursday. So I'm gonna go on there and I'm gonna start you a little subscription because it really ain't that expensive, and you're gonna get it every week. And I know March Madness is hopping off right now. That way you'll be able to see that. You know, and that way you'll be able to see what's going on out here, man. And you know, stuff like that. I'm gonna send you some postcards. Just, you know, let you know, man, that, you know, you ain't out here by yourself. And, you know, I really mean what I say, and I'm going to really help you. Try to give you any advice that you want. And, you know, just personalize with you and just be here for you, brother. You know, because I know me personally being there, that support makes a difference. That support is what keeps that brain focused and keeps you on the right path, and not saying, man, you people got me up in there for some bullshit. I'm tired of this shit. Fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
But that could never be the outcome, you know. Gotta keep the fight. Gotta always remember that you got good people out here that speak in your name every day. They keep you alive. They actively out here making ways to get more involved in stuff. And we ain't forgot about you. What you be watching up in there when they let you out, though?
You know, I go out to my room is right there, 210. So
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
right in front of the TV. The TV right above my head. So
Okay,
I see
yeah.
the TV, you know, I'm right in front of it, so I see it all day.
Okay.
We watch, you know, sometimes we watch movies, but most of the time, you know, sports come on. We watch basketball, football, when football season come. You know, we watch UFC sometimes. But they like Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink, you know.
Nah, yeah, I
Black
mean.
Ink Compton.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just started watching that. For sure.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Because my wife actually, she watched all them reality shows. I don't really get into TV. When I touch the TV, that means my day is over. I usually got my PlayStation 4 controller in my hand, and I'm just chilling, unwinding. But it's always some type of Love and Hip Hop, or she watched Wild 'N Out. What else she be watching, baby? Yeah, she watch Ridiculousness and stuff like that. So, I mean, you know, I be getting up on it.
We watch the same thing, then we watch Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
That's day on TV.
Yeah.
But, you know, every Monday we watch Black Ink.
Yeah.
You know, and we watch Snowfall too now. You know,
Yeah, I've been on the new episodes of Snowfall too. Yeah, for sure.
And when Love and Hip Hop came on Mondays, we used to watch all the Love and Hip Hops. You know, we stay with reality. That's all that goes on in here. Nothing but drama.
No, it is what it is. And I mean, and it's funny because on Mondays, right? I usually fall asleep like around 8 or 9. I mean, literally pass out because I'll be exhausted. And my wife DVRs it, and she watches it while I'm asleep. Every Monday, she watch her little shit, you know. And I mean, it's cool. I'll be checking it out here and there. I really, you know, it is kind of like watching soap operas or something to me. I ain't gonna lie, but it's cool though. It's cool. It'd be funny as hell too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man.
I like Sisters too now. Sisters. Tyler Perry got a show called Sisters.
I just seen the thing about that because they did an interview with Tyler Perry, and he was talking about, you know what? And being that you said his name, I'm finna send your information to Tyler Perry. Really? Because he was on Kelly Clarkson, and I got a person who I met. I have another meeting about you on Friday, right? Because I've been doing a lot of, you know, networking, and this person that I met, he actually, his podcast and the things that he does has already been on Kelly Clarkson, and he tied in with Lisa Ling and a lot of actors out here in California.
Okay.
So I done already presented it. I already showed your mom how to go on his page and put your information there. I gave him your mama's phone number. He already said he gonna contact your mama, you know. And this is a big organization. And it's ex-felons. This is a dude who had life in prison, so he really feel your story. And he did 20-some years. He got out. They just gave his organization $28.5 million in funding. So they finna hit the ground moving, and they're gonna do some good stuff. The organization is called Crop, and you know, I'm putting your information in their hands because I don't give a fuck about me. You know, this ain't never about me blowing up. This is about getting Matthew Baker's story out there to the world, and about getting Matthew Baker up out of there so me and him can go chill and go get something to eat, you know, and turn you on to some right people, and so they can see that innocent, good smile right there, and they can see this young man out here in society doing some stuff, you know, that's some good stuff. Because
I'm gonna tell you now though, once I get out of here, you know, because it's already there, it's already in the works, you know, God got me. So
yes.
Once I get out of here though, I'm bringing you with me, bro. It ain't no, you ain't blowing up. You gonna blow up. So, you know, my first interview gonna be with you, Kaylin, you know, and all that. So it's nobody else. Nobody's here right now with me, but y'all support me. So it's gonna be y'all.
Nah, yeah, for sure. But you know, just know that me personally, I mean, out here, I'm God out here in California. My folks love me. It is what it is. You'll be able to see, but I don't get caught up in that street shit. But yeah, the streets love me because I've always been a real street nigga, and they all, you know, they speak in your name too, you know. So I appreciate what you said, and we gonna bring each other, but know that I'm here just for you, brother. The coming with you, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna come with you, and wherever you invite me to go. But no, I'm only coming to hang with you. If anybody else outside want to talk to us, that's something different. But my whole mission right now pertaining to Matthew Baker Jr. is to get your word out there and get your story heard, and the right person gonna hear the story, and they're gonna think about what the hell is going on with you, because that's the same thing they do for everybody else. Because part of that last interview, what I did was I put some poignant stuff on there, and people is really crying, my nigga, because at the end of our interview, I cried. Because it affects me that you up in there, because to me, you my son, you know?
Right.
And they need to understand what's going on with you, and that you up in there because you black. You're not up in there because you broke the law. They've already figured out you ain't broke the law. You in there because you's a brother. And now, in order for them to let you go, they got to admit all kinds of wrongdoing and that they had your ass in there illegal. But you don't want to let him go. We coming to pull you, you know?
Right.
That's just what it is. And they don't have to like it. They don't have to, you know, they listen, they record all this shit. But at the end of the day, they just need to understand that them two in there, a bunch of them know your ass is innocent.
Yeah, you know? I ain't catch it. It's all like a lot of them do, but you know, you got some dickheads that, you know, feel like everybody that gets locked up is, you know,
it's guilty. Exactly. They just go by the papers instead of understanding. You got to look at the person. And if you're going by the papers is the evidence. It don't mean you're guilty. It just means that this is the evidence. And the evidence has already been weighed. I have looked at all the interviews of, not the interviews, but the court proceedings of you and Jacob Kosky. The evidence says that you can't be guilty. It's fucking possible. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, being that it's known, why do we have to go through all these goddamn processes? Because, I mean, I see on the news all the time, they steal a brother and they keep him for all these years, and then they release him and say, we sorry. But the nigga can barely walk and he's 60. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. We definitely not letting none of that happen for you. No, nah, hell nah. That's what's not happening. But, you know, we got 2 minutes and some change left. You know, what you want to tell your family? What you want to tell your family? Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to tell you first off that I really appreciate you, though. You know, from the heart. Like, I appreciate you. You know, because a lot of people that wouldn't want to do this, you know, or risk their, you know, face card, going out there, you know, on the limb, and you're like, you know, I don't know if he's, you know, innocent truly, or it might be some secrets behind it or whatever, you know, and you believe in me, and I appreciate that for real, because a lot of people that, you know, might look at me and say, yeah, I believe in you, but at the end of the day, they don't. You know,
exactly. Their actions ain't adding up with their words.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
I'm not saying that I was an angel on the outside when I was out there, you know. I'm not saying I was, you know, just some saint, but I wasn't no evil, no I was young and trying to find myself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like.
Oh, but you was doing what all 18, almost 19-year-old kids was doing. You was hanging out with girls, and you was trying to figure out what what you and Brooke was gonna do later on at night. You know, that type of stuff. I know. I appreciate that, man. What you want to tell your family, man?
I just want to tell my family that y'all always gonna be the reason I fight harder, and I love them. And ride or die, man.
For sure.
If they was in this position, I would be breaking my back just like they breaking their back for me.
Yes,
and
sir.
I appreciate them for I can't words can't explain how much I appreciate them or you or anybody else that's helping me, Demeter, Kaylin, and none of them.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
I really appreciate that.
Okay. Well, they gonna know it, and we're gonna be a little more careful about things so we don't have shit popping up on the side of the screen.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna set up a couple more interviews, or not interviews. They just gonna be regular visits. I ain't gonna have nothing. I'm gonna set up a couple more here for either tomorrow or the next day. So just be paying attention to the screen because they're gonna be coming. Be paying attention to the mail because you got mail coming as far as books and shit. And then here this morning, I'm gonna have my wife do the Sports Weekly for you, and I'm gonna pay for that right now. That way you have that coming, and then you can spread that amongst the pod too. I already know how it go.
I'm gonna ask the officer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask the officer because we used to get magazines, so I'm gonna make sure that I can
make sure, magazines. And I'm gonna set up a visit for tomorrow. Okay.
Right.
That
so
way you can tell me. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And other than that, man, we only got 15 seconds, brother. Tell your family you love them, man.
I love y'all. I love all y'all.
And I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, I love you too, man.
All right, now, I love you too, brother. All right.
Y'all be careful now.
You too. And as I say at the end of every visit, man, see, this time, my emotions didn't overwhelm me. My anger is, and I'm trying to stop from, I have a problem with gritting my teeth when I get upset. So I'm trying to stop from doing that right now. And I have a problem with just being upset. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when I see that you have stolen this young man's freedom. There ain't no way around it. I have really looked at the videos on YouTube. Look them up. Jacob Kosky. If you don't know how to spell Jacob, Jacob. Kosky is his last name. Capital Kosky, right? And Matthew Baker Jr. You should know how to spell them words too. But if you don't, Matthew Baker, Baker. And Jr. is spelled Jr. or Junior. So with that being said, look up the cases, please. Please pay attention. I am going to start forwarding these things to news media because I did receive some information from Demeter Bishop. And she made me aware that I was looking on the sites, but I was looking right past the stuff that I was supposed to be paying attention to. When she gave me the advice and told me exactly what to look for, I started looking for it. It's right in front of me. Most news stations you can go to, there's an upload button, or they want to know what you have seen, and you can upload whatever material you want. So I'm asking everybody that watches this video to the end and from the beginning, because it will be a disclaimer at the beginning too. You're not going to get away with not doing your job. Forward this video. Forward the video. And you don't have to forward it to where a like is given or whatever. Forward it to your local news media. Everybody that's watching this video, remember, Matthew Baker Jr. is a young man that just was asked to get out of a car and go retrieve another young man who he didn't even know. He knew Jacob Kosky for all of a few days. And a few days could be 2, 3, 4 days, right? And he didn't know him, He had become acquainted with him. He had seen him prior to, but they were friends? No. Did they associate? No. An acquaintance just means that, you come around each other and, you acquaint with each other. And that means that he could be standing there talking to somebody else and you could be standing there talking to somebody else. And now you're acquaintances. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, that's what you do? Okay, cool. That's what happened. By no shape of the imagination were they friends. Did they go hang out or anything? He was just asked, and he is Matthew Baker Jr. Hey, can you go out and go get him? Okay, no problem. And he did so because Brooke couldn't. Come on, let's keep pointing this out. Brooke couldn't, because the reason why they left the party that they came back to get Jacob Kosky at was because Brooke was not liked by the other teenage kids. So they said they had to leave. They left. They got a phone call however long later, and not they, excuse me, let's correct this. Be very correct. A female got a phone call, which is the person driving the vehicle. And when they arrived at the residence, like I said, Brooke couldn't go. So Matthew was asked to go. Matthew went to go get this young boy. When he went to go get the young boy, he was standing next to a tractor in a tree. Revisit this part now. He says, "Hey, Jacob, you ready?" Jacob says, "Yes." And then Jacob says, "Oh, I got to go to the house and grab my bag and get my sister." And Matt was like, "Okay." And they were already walking away when this was said. So he turns around and walks over to the door. Matthew turns around and sees him go to the door, but doesn't know if he knocks or whatever. So obviously he must have knocked because somebody came to answer the door. While he's standing there, the door opens. He presents a firearm and he commits murder. Matthew takes off running because he ain't got nothing to do with it. Come on now. We're about to let him face a death penalty because another man had mental issues? Get real, y'all.